The story of Ittai the Gittite, a lesson in loyalty and leadership. Imagine this. King David, the man who defeated Goliath, is running for his life. His own son, Absalom, has turned against him and wants to take his throne. David is leaving the city of Jerusalem with a small group of people who are still loyal to him. Everyone is scared, and among them is a man named Ittai, who is not even from Israel. David's heart feels heavy, like a weight he cannot lift. His beloved city of Jerusalem, the city he fought for and prayed over, now feels like a distant memory as he walks away from it. The streets behind him are quiet, but the silence screams of betrayal. His own son, Absalom, has turned against him. The gates of Jerusalem close slowly behind him, as if to say he may never return. David looks at the faces of those walking with him. There's Joab, his fierce general, eyes sharp and always scanning for danger. Abishai, his loyal brother, stays close, gripping his sword tightly, ready to protect David at all costs. Zadok, the priest, carefully carries the Ark of the Covenant, a reminder that God is still with them, even in this dark moment. But then David sees someone unexpected, Ittai, a man who had only just joined him. Ittai is not an Israelite. He is a foreigner, a stranger to David's people. David stops walking. His voice is filled with exhaustion and sadness as he turns to Ittai.
Why are you here? You're not from Israel. You only just arrived. This isn't your fight. Go back to Jerusalem where it's safe. You don't need to suffer because of me.
The group stops. All eyes are on Ittai now. The tension is thick. Will this outsider stay and risk his life? Or will he take David's advice and leave? David's words hang in the air, filled with unspoken pain. He doesn't want to lose another person, not if he can help it. Ittai steps forward. The gravel crunches under his feet as he moves closer to David. His face is calm, but his eyes show a deep determination. The group watches him closely, waiting to hear his decision. Ittai takes a deep breath. His voice is steady but filled with emotion as he speaks.
As surely as the Lord lives, and as you live, I will go wherever you go. Whether it means life or death, I will be with you.
The words hit everyone like a wave. The group is silent, stunned by the power of Ittai's promise. This man owes David nothing. He could have stayed safe, avoided the danger ahead. Yet here he is, pledging his life to a king he barely knows. David's eyes soften. He looks at Ittai with a mixture of gratitude and amazement. For a moment, the weight on David's shoulders feels lighter. Come with us, David says quietly, his voice filled with emotion. The group begins walking again, but something has changed. Ittai's words have brought a spark of hope. The road ahead is still uncertain, but they are not walking it alone. Ittai's loyalty has given them strength to keep moving forward. Before we go further into this amazing story, take a moment to subscribe to this channel, More Than a Story. If you love stories that teach you life lessons, hit that subscribe button now. Let's continue. What can we learn from Ittai? Why did Ittai stay? Why would someone risk their life for a king they barely knew? There are people like Ittai in every workplace. People who stay loyal even when things get hard. Here's how you can spot an Ittai at work. 1. They stay in tough times. When things go wrong, like a big problem or bad news, Ittais don't leave. They ask, how can I help? Example, Ittai could have stayed safe in Jerusalem. David even told him to leave, but Ittai chose to stay with David, even though it was dangerous. 2. They speak honestly. Ittai's promise wasn't just words to impress David. He spoke from his heart. At work, these people tell the truth. They give ideas to make the team stronger. Example, Ittai said, wherever you go, I will go. He didn't say it to get praise. He truly meant it. 3. They value relationships. Ittai didn't know David for long, but he cared about their connection. At work, Ittais build strong friendships and don't leave when things get tough. Example, even though Ittai was new to David's group, he chose loyalty over safety. 4. They take action in crisis. Ittai didn't just say he'd stay. He fought for David when it mattered most. At work, these are the people who take on hard tasks when others are unsure. Example, Ittai proved his loyalty by standing with David, even when it was risky. Advice for leaders and workers. For leaders, Ittai's story teaches us something important. If you want loyal team members, you need to be a leader worth following. Be open and kind. David talked directly to Ittai. He didn't ignore him. Good leaders listen to their team and show they care. Led by example, David's actions during hard times inspired Ittai. At work, show honesty and strength, especially when things are tough. Say thank you. David accepted Ittai's loyalty with gratitude. Leaders should thank their team for their efforts. For workers, Ittai's story is a challenge. Stay true to your values. Ittai stayed because he believed it was the right thing to do. At work, stick to what you know is right, even when it's hard. Be steady in hard times when problems come. Be the person who helps the team move forward. Build real friendships. Just like Ittai and David, strong relationships at work build trust and loyalty. The reward of loyalty. After the battles, David's forces won. Ittai didn't just talk about loyalty, he proved it. David knew he could trust Ittai completely. Imagine David looking at Ittai, thankful for his courage and faithfulness. Lesson: in your workplace, success comes when teams face problems together, and the Ittais in your group will always stand out. Ittai the Gittite didn't have to stay. He could have chosen safety and comfort, but he didn't. He stayed, he fought, and he became part of something much bigger. If the story inspired you, share it with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe to More Than a Story for more lessons from history and the Bible that can help you in life and work. Hit the like button if you want to be like Ittai in your life or workplace. See you in the next story.